All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk some KPJ because it is game day, baby. I cannot wait. According to Stephen Silas, our head coach, KJ Martin and KPJ will both be available to play. My guess is Anthony Lamb's available to play, but his hype isn't as big as KPJ, but I don't have I'm not 100% on that, but my guess is Anthony Lamb would play and that he will get some run in, if not tonight, definitely tomorrow, because started off with a back-to-back, which is just kind of the story of the Rockets' full season. But KPJ will play tonight, and so far it's looking, well, we got no David Nwaba, no Daniel House, so that right away definitely we'll see extended minutes for Kevin. I'm not too sure about starting because John Wall, Victor Oladipo will both be playing. It's going to be interesting because obviously both of those two dudes can't play on back-to-backs. So tomorrow you would have to think it's looking good for a KPJ possible start, or at least KPJ significant 30-plus. Let's see what this guy can do. And also Eric Gordon is questionable tonight, so I think if Eric Gordon plays tonight, that would help out Kevin a little bit more next game. But I am trying to see Kevin play as much as possible. Obviously, we don't really know what Silas is going to do as far as minutes and rotations go. We don't know the official starting lineup quite yet. A little too early. But once we get word on the official starting lineup, we should pretty much know immediately. My guess is that Kevin starts. That's just my guess. I could be totally wrong just because that's pretty unlike Silas. That's pretty unlike just kind of how that works, just throwing him right into a starting role right out of the gate. Or I feel like that's just kind of not how our season's been going. Like you would think that's the obvious route. Let's get this 20-year-old who we just gave up a 2013 seventh grader or a 13-year-old seventh grader for. Let's give this guy some minutes. But you never know. We don't really know quite yet. I still am not sure what they're going to do about P.J. Tucker, because one day you'll have Silas say, I like this team. I think when healthy, this team is very good and we can make a significant deep run. And then the next day you go out and, you don't even want Jared Allen. You waive DeMarcus Cousins for nothing in return. And that kind of just signifies a little bit more of a tank to me. But we'll see. Christian Wood, when he comes back, will definitely not be able to tank as easily. So losing all these games to me is pretty important. And I don't really know how much of an impact Kevin will have on a game-to-game basis. But my guess, just because he has yet to start or because he has yet to play this season, I want to get all of my takes out on the table. I think this dude's really going to be a game changer. If they give him significant minutes, and I'm talking starting, which I think by the end of the season, if he doesn't come out starting right away, which he might very well could be, he'll definitely be starting by the end of the season if he's playing good basketball. I think this dude's going to average at least 15 points. I would not be surprised if he averaged 17, 18. There's probably going to be some spurts where he drops 20 in a couple consecutive games. I'm very excited. I'm not even that nervous about his efficiency because he was very efficient in the G League. Maybe shooting, maybe defense are the two, or shooting from deep and then defense are maybe probably the two things I'll be looking at extra closely right when he comes out. But I think this dude is going to be a star. You guys know how much I love Kevin. I make videos about this dude every single week as we've been getting ready. He would be a unanimous G League MVP. This guy is special. And the highlights kind of document that. You get the fact that we're in the G League. There's still talent in the G League, man. There really is. So these guys on the Vipers, they're good. Kevin, KJ, hopefully KJ gets some running tonight, tomorrow as well. Anthony Lamb. I think a lot of people will be surprised when Anthony Lamb comes out and plays because he's going to have an impact. He's going to have a very Jae'Sean Tate-esque impact to me. And that's it's the back of my head's telling me make a video on him because He's gonna be solid. He's gonna be solid. So I know a lot of people were upset about the Mason Jones waiving, and I get that. But Karooks couldn't get waived. Exum couldn't get waived. I mean, you don't waive these guys because they're on expiring contracts. So I understand, but obviously I would love to have him be sent back down to G League as well. But the season's over. I mean, Mason had one good game. It sucks. It sucks to say, but he had one good game. It was like his first game against the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, that game was really like, we got a good, at least backup point guard, future backup point guard on our squad. And then his minutes were inconsistent, I will say that. But when he was given minutes, he just wasn't aggressive. He wasn't making – he just wasn't a game changer. He wasn't dictating anything. I just felt like it was kind of not dead space, but it was just – he's not making that much of an impact. I mean, it's pretty evident, like it's nothing really is changing. It's not like that immediate impact you see when guys like David Nwaba, Jayshawn Tate come out, and you see the energy, you see kind of just how the momentum is shifting. That really wasn't what was happening with Mason Jones, but honestly, I think that could happen with Anthony Lamb. I mean, obviously that will happen with Kevin Porter Jr. I think there's been a lot of hype, and I know that he gets some hate, and I know a lot of other NBA teams and even some Rocket fans give some hate for all the hype surrounding Kevin, but there's a couple things to keep in mind. First off, he's good. So, fuck you. But second off, he's 20 years old, and we traded away our superstar, legendary, one of the best shooting guards ever in this season, so need some things to look forward to, and Kevin is definitely that, man. I'll put some highlights in the background of this video to just kind of hype you guys up for this game tonight, because, I mean, it's like James Harden wishes he could be this dude. Like, for real, man. He is literally like a mini James Harden, and it is just absolutely beautiful. The playmaking, the vision, the athleticism, some of these passes. You'll see some of these passes, man, and you're just like, it looks so effortless. How'd you even know he was there? Like, how'd you even make that pass? I didn't know you had this passing in you. So the league should watch out. The league is definitely not ready for Kevin Porter Jr., and this is definitely, the Houston Rockets are definitely the best possible team he could be on to start to kind of rejuvenate his extremely young career. So hit that like button, and I'll see you guys later tonight for the game.